Hey Latchkey kids and drive-in mutants, I'm Lady Shasha, Mistress of the Snark, your hostess with the mostest. Week after week, I'm good for a shriek. There it is, the shriek. This week I've got a movie that'll really knock your socks off, providing you have socks on. I know I'm wearing at least 3 pair. Welcome to the Movie Macabre, and this week we talk the classic horror sci-fi film, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. The title sequence and song lets you know right away that this is a very tongue-in-cheek, parody horror movie. I love how this movie gets right to the point. Right from the start, we get a tomato attacking a woman in a kitchen, and reactions of people seeing the tomatoes on their rampage. Government officials get involved in trying to find out how to combat the killer tomatoes. I really loved this movie as a child. The humor is pretty juvenile at times, but there's still something here for adults to enjoy, like this homage to Jaws. You see some young people enjoying the day on the water, then some tomatoes swim. No float. No, they're definitely swimming over. To attack. It pokes fun at teen pop idols with the song Puberty Love. Notice how the DJ said it was the most requested song, yet no one seems to actually like the song. I've seen that happen before. It rhymes with Crayola. Fun fact, the song Puberty Love was performed by Matt Cameron, who would later go on to be the drummer for Soundgarden and Pearl Jam. There's also a lot of political satire that went completely over my head as a child, especially poking fun of bureaucracy, news media, and crooked politicians. Another notable thing is the acting. It's actually good. Do you know how good of an actor you have to be to pretend to be afraid of a tomato? Look at the difference between this actor who is reacting to a tomato rampage
sweeps the country,
and this actor reacting to a psycho killer in the woods. Did you know that most of the cast had never appeared in movies before, and several never acted again? This movie is also filled with sight gags.
Hi there, Lois.
It's a movie you have to watch. I have a hard time thinking of this as low budget because it has car stunts, aerial shots, lots of different sets and locations. They use miniatures and stop motion for some scenes, and huge tomatoes in other scenes. There was even a helicopter crash, which by the way was completely unintentional. Unfortunately, the tail rotor blades accidentally hit the ground, causing the helicopter to spin out of control. Debris in the top rotor blades narrowly missed the police officers in the scene, and the crew off camera. Fortunately, the pilot survived with only minor injuries. After being pulled from the wreck, Jack Riley and George Wilson quickly ad-libbed the rest of their scene as the wreck was on fire. The crash of the $60,000 rented helicopter used up more of the budget than all other aspects of the film combined. Mind you, this film only had a $100,000 budget to begin with. The lighting, the camera work, and the sound design are all done very well despite the budget. Let's talk about the social commentary present in this movie, especially the Mind Maker musical number, which is basically about the manipulation of public opinion by advertisers and public relations firms. Possibly, supposedly, allegedly. The things that he sings about are as relevant today as they were back then. Change the word mind maker to influencer? It's the same point. Who knew a movie about killer tomatoes would have so much to say about society? That said, it's not a heavy movie, and it doesn't make you feel inundated with social commentary. Instead, it makes that commentary entertaining, and breaks it up by having the silliest scenes in between. Like my favorite Master of Disguise undercover agent who was sent to infiltrate the tomatoes. Unfortunately for him, he makes a fatal mistake.
Hey, will somebody please pass the ketchup?
This is a classic B-movie with a heart and mind. At the time of this recording, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was available on Tubi. Isn't Tubi just the gift that keeps on giving? Like I always say, don't take my word for it, watch it for yourself. Just because I love something doesn't mean you won't hate it, and just because I hate something doesn't mean you won't love it. Until next time, unpleasant dreams.